We're back for another episode of Not Another Podcast. It's Chanette Carleo.
And you got Steybrown.
And we are going to be talking about today the Dubai Gal.
Dubai Gal. Jesus Christ.
So there was a situation on socials where I believe... Do you know the story? Because I don't really know it.
So basically, I just woke up one day and I saw everyone's getting onto this influencer because she took a picture in business class and then went and sat in... Economy.
Yeah.
Now, my thing is, everyone already knows what Instagram is about. Why are your knickers in a twist? I don't really get it. Like, you know full well the life that these people are living on Instagram is not real life. They're showing you the best of their life, and you have to fake it till you make it. You need to show a product that people want to buy into.
Okay, so this is what we're really talking about today. We're talking about whether faking it till you make it is okay on socials, and you think it's okay is what you said.
It's not that. Do you know what it is? Yeah. It's not that it's okay or it's not okay. It just is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, when you watch these people on TV, you watch these reality shows, and you watch all of these people. There is a part of people that when they watch it are like, this is a life that I would aspire to have, right? In order to get someone to buy into something, you need to show them something that they don't already have.
Now, that buying into part, I definitely agree with. Like, I feel like social media, you can create any perception of yourself that you would like to on social media. And I think that you should use it as a marketing tool if that's what you would like to do. Like, this person's an influencer, so it's literally part of their job to take nice pictures in nice places, doing nice things. So, although... yes, it's a bit fraudulent because she didn't pay for the business class seat. Her job is an influencer. So when she's taking a picture in a business class chair, I'm not really thinking...
She wasn't even sitting down.
Yeah, she wasn't actually. She actually wasn't sitting down on the chair. She was literally just standing in business class, and somebody felt the need to then go and actually photograph her in economy. And I think like we need to talk more about that. Why is people so bothered? Do you get what I mean? I can understand knowing someone's real life. Yeah. And then portraying a whole different life. Yeah. And having something to say. Yeah. But if I don't have no connection with this person, I don't know them, and I see them posting pictures, you know, somewhere nice. Honestly, I'm more like involved in the scenery of what's happening, or where they are, like how their outfit looks. I don't care if this is their real life or not. Like, it doesn't make any difference to me. But you should know
it's not their real life.
But even if... But the thing is, whether it's their real life or not, how is it paying any bill in my house? It doesn't matter to me. Do you understand? In fact, even if it isn't real, the fact that they've been able to create a setup that inspires other people is talented. It's talented to me. And I believe that, you know, I believe in manifestation, right? Yeah. So I believe you have to speak things into your existence, and you also have to walk in it, right? Now, at the end of the day, this influencer might not be able to, I don't even know, maybe she could afford it, but she just didn't want to. Well, say she couldn't afford
Could someone do a follower check?
No, but say she couldn't afford it, right? Say she couldn't afford it. The fact of the matter is, she's taking these pictures that are clearly drawing attention, and
she's doing her job.
Now, as she posted, coming back, I think she was in business class. So all of this hype around her little picture might have brought her enough followers that she's able to actually be in a bit. So she literally manifested just by posting pictures.
But
so
the thing is, you don't even know.
I don't think it's a big deal.
We don't even know. Like you said, you don't know if she can afford it.
She probably can.
I, personally, if I can take a picture for free in business class and still be comfy in economy, I'm finna do that.
Thank you.
I'm finna do that.
Thank you. Because here's another thing like that we should talk about, right? Is that I can only speak for my culture, but I find that a lot of people like to stunt. Yeah. When they don't have things that they should have, or they like
You're living beyond your means.
That's literally what we're talking about. So scrap that. They like to live beyond their means, just to stunt. Right? Now this girl, she took a picture in business class, and she took herself right back into economy where it's comfortable and the pocket is neat. Now, If that was someone else, no, they are spending their rent money on the business class flight to come home to the eviction notice.
And they're eating super noodles for the rest of the month.
Right, okay. So here's my thing. There's loads of people that have money that are very humble and fine with sitting in economy. Do you understand? It's a personal choice. It's not that deep. Do you understand?
It's really not.
And like you can see, she can afford somehow to buy the business class because she's posted in the business class. Now, probably just to shut everybody up.
Yeah.
But she didn't...
Or was it sponsored?
Maybe it was sponsored.
But the thing is, what's the difference between economy and business class? Like £100?
Well, it depends when you buy it. You know, you can if you buy it in advance, it's going to be a bit, maybe like £200 to £300 more. It's not that. It's not really not that deep. You know.
But for an influencer, let's say she's on 15K.
Listen, these
maybe she's
influencers are
on
getting paid.
100K, one post.
Exactly.
Pay for that.
It's probably less than a post. They're getting a lot of money. So my thing is, why are we so concerned to, I guess, to laugh at somebody because they posted something that they don't necessarily have?
Because misery loves company.
Yeah, and do you know what? A lot of people don't have these luxurious things that they're posting, or they don't own them, or they're renting them, or they.
What's your own? If that's what makes them feel good, what is your own?
Making people feel like they have to own bags or designers, or they have to, you know, travel in business class. This is the problem why there's so many other things happening in our communities, like crimes and things like that, because people are wanting fast money so they can live an unrealistic life. Honestly,
it's not Instagram is not something you can aspire to.
No.
Do you know that half of these girls, half the pictures that they take and all the outfits they're wearing, they might wear it in one day. Oh, it's all edited.
It's all edited.
It's all edited. You don't see people in a magazine with texture on their skin. They edit that. Why do you expect to see something different on Instagram? Okay, these are crafty people. These are creatives. We are showing and selling ourselves same way a magazine sells a product. Right. It's the same.
It's exactly. And this is the thing. Like, people are so I feel like people are so simple and bored, because for me, it's like, we just like to attack. We never have a solution. We never have something positive we want to talk about.
It's always, let's drag the person back to where we are because we are uncomfortable where we are.
People shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable about what they post on social media because you are uncomfortable with your life. Okay, are you just happy that you're not the only one that can fly in business class? Like, what is it? So yeah, for me personally, I was just like, you know what? The expectations of social media and reality, we just have to draw the line between the two. Yeah. If you don't have it, you don't have it. If you have it, you have it. If you can save to get it, then save to get it. But do not come and kill yourself over social media and what people are posting. This is not the first occasion where we know that something someone's posted is not their reality. Yeah. What was the upper? Like, what was the raw? I don't understand. Like,
we know every single thing we see on TV and every single thing that can be edited and obscured to match what people want to see is not real.
And that's why I say people are just obsessed with the dragging. Yeah. It's really got nothing to do with the fact that she didn't really sit in business class. No. Like I said, this is not the first ever edition on social media of somebody posting something that they don't own. They not, you know, they didn't pay for. We know this, but it's the obsession of dragging people. Like, get over it. Like, it's not that deep. It's social media. It's not real life.
Literally, people just need to get a grip. And I think the thing is with Instagram, it's like, I understand you're saying this is bad for, you know, the younger generation coming up. They're aspiring now to things that are unrealistic, etc., etc. But it's like, you need to keep reinforcing and reminding the youth that this is not real. It's okay to not have a Prada bag. It is okay to not have designer shoes on everywhere you go and be comfortable in that. Like, don't, like you said, don't come and kill yourself trying to, you know, show a perception of yourself that is not you. Be yourself and enjoy that.
What would you guys say about all these sort of the trend now with the whole city girl life where they're saying, I want a Birkin, you need to be paying my bills, you need to fly me out, you need to do this. What's going on there?
Do you answer?
Go on. Go ahead.
Okay, once again, just like social media is a product, there's people on there marketing for companies, for things. City girls, hot girl summer, all of that stuff, you know, that is a product. They are selling a product, okay? In their music, they are selling a certain lifestyle that pays them, clearly. It's not even their reality. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not out here scamming men for money. They're not out here needing to scam a man for a Birkin bag. No, it's just they're selling a perception. It's the exact same thing as social media, you know, and that's the problem. People are actually believing it. Yeah. This is why we're saying you have to make the definition between the two. The younger generation, I guess, who are a little bit more fickle, they are believing that, this is how life should be because they are selling them a product. What can we do about that? City girls are going to sell their product. They're going to say what
it's just about reinforcing the fact that it's not real.
And who should that reinforcement come from, though?
Your home, your peers.
I feel like it should come from the parents. Mm-hmm. They should reinforce to kids, you know, what is reality, what is not reality, and we can go aside from city girls. We can talk about stuff like, you know, even for the boys, drill music and stuff, and making the definition 100%. Between the stuff that happens or is said to have happened in certain songs and what reality should be. And it draws us around to the subject. Another subject we're going to talk to about, you know, what we would have liked to know in our earlier life, like when we were younger, you know. And one of the things I would have liked to know is that I would have actually told about real life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like real life is not something that we discuss with our kids enough. We try to shelter them from like the bad world. Mm-hmm. And we don't talk to them about the realities of life. Like we don't talk to them about depression. We don't talk to them about bills. You know, having to save good
Adulting
credit.
Is really hard.
We don't talk to them.
And I was just thrown into the sea of life, and I was like,
I thought coming up, all I had to do was have, you know, a fairly good job, and my life would be sorted. Yeah. Like I didn't realize I had to, you know, have good credit. So I was taking out, you know, cars on financing when I was really young. I was, you know, going on holidays every year, not saving anything. Yeah. So I think for me, one of the things feel like I wish I had more financial knowledge. Yeah. From my parents coming up, but I feel like they also were a little bit like not financially as literate as they are now, and that is because my grandparents, you know, they came over during the wind rush, and they just all they need to do was work. So our family knows to work. Like my mum and dad, they've always had jobs. My mum's had like 3-4 jobs at a time, but outside of just working, what are you working for? You know, exactly. You work to get money, and what are you going to do with that money? So I just wish that earlier on, that was something that was more of a discussion. And what I can say about city girls and all of this pressure, even though it's not right, is that I feel like the younger generation is a lot more aware about money.
Yes, 100%.
So I don't know if it's it's good and
there are
a little
lot
bit
of
bad.
Young entrepreneurs out
here,
and it's like
are aware, like they want money because they aspire to have things such as Birkins and you know mansions and stuff. So although it's kind of bad, in a way it's kind of good, but it just depends on how they're going to obtain that money to get these things, and also just understanding that if you don't have a Birkin at 25, it's completely fine. Yeah. Like a Birkin costs a lot of money that you're probably not going to have.
Do you think we've kind of gone from one extreme to another though? Because I feel like there is a lot of pressure on the younger generations, even my generation. Like I might go onto social media and I see on Twitter a 23-year-old has bought a house and has retired their mum and their granddad, and I'm like, hold on. I mean, I'm still in my mum's house. I'm still sleeping in my mum's flat. Do you know what I mean? I don't have, or I'm not anywhere near that point. And the comparisons now is huge, and it makes the younger kids feel bad about themselves, and they go out and they do start doing all these city girl things because you're thinking, well, I can't achieve that naturally, you know, I say naturally. I can't achieve that with a 9 to 5. I need to be an entrepreneur because working 9 to 5 is ghetto. Do you know what I mean? But it's like we don't know the ins and outs of being an entrepreneur. You don't realize the hardships that come with being an entrepreneur. Because although you might have studied business studies in school, they don't teach you the ins and outs of filing your taxes, filing your papers, making sure, you know, getting marketing done, all these things. 5 years ago, where was I? I was in uni. I didn't even know how to socialise. I didn't know about networking. I didn't know about
which is also a big part of your network.
It don't matter what you know, it's who you know at the end of the day. You can have the best product on the planet, but if no one knows about it, you're not going to make no money.
You're not going to make money. I was going to buy it, but if you've got somebody, for instance, who's an influencer in Dubai, you get them to wear it, and now they're all over
wearing
the
it in business class,
and you're making money. So I feel like we are in a time where, you know, it is very like confusing in terms of what you should aspire to and what you should not, or where you should be or where you shouldn't be. But again, I think it starts in a home with parents talking as young as possible to their children about.
It's hard though, because I'll say, when I was young, I had my first job in McDonald's when I was 16. And I made my money. I was able to buy a new pair of trainers every week. My parents told me to save my money. Did I listen to them? Why am I saving my money? I'm going to spend my money. My friends are spending my money.
Yeah, but you see, you said why. You said, why should I save my money? Now that's the discussion. This is the thing I feel with black people as well. They just tell us that, and there's no argument,
no explanation,
there's no conversation. Do this, do that, do this. Now, if your parents tell you to save your money, what am I saving my money for? That's what we need to talk about. Why you're saving your money, how this is going to affect your life in the future. Right. How if you don't just spend your money and then go out and take car on finance and then miss a payment, how that's going to affect your credit in the future. Do you understand? These are the discussions that I feel like other cultures have embedded in them, okay, from very, very young.
But you know why that is?
And we don't all the time.
Because they've had money. It's not a thing where our parents have come over here and 100%. We're new to money. They've had money. 100%. They've been making their investments.
That's why I said I felt like my parents weren't, until now, as financially to be able to pass it down to me. So I know for myself, like with my son, I talk to him about it from now. Do you know what I mean? To make that difference. So when I'm saying this is what I think people should be doing, because I practice it. Do you know what I mean? And just let people be aware of what the realities of the world are. You know, what the realities of making money is. It's hard. It's not, money don't grow on trees. Do you understand? You have to teach your kids the value of money as well, because, you know, they see this fast life on social media. They see everyone in name brands. They see everybody in fast cars, and they just think that it grows on trees. And it's like, no, let me show you
where it actually comes
from. What it would take for you to get to that place. Okay. So it's just about educating your kids about the real world and and if they listen, if you want a private jet, you want a Lamborghini, no one's saying you can't get it. You can get it, but you're gonna have to put in the work, and it's going to take time. So don't worry about if you haven't got your mansion yet.
It will come. Just keep working.
It will come. Just keep working, and don't let social media confuse you.
Consistency is
key,
and
hard work and perseverance. And perseverance, because you'll be, you know, working for years, and you'll see somebody get something you've been working for years for in like 1 month. Do you know what I mean? But all in good time. You just have to stay persistent.
It's true. But it's like you see things on Instagram and Twitter, and you think you don't see the background work that's gone into what they've achieved. So you can't be making comparisons. You don't know where they've come from. You don't know how many people they've got in their corner. If you are a small person with no links, no connections, you've managed to get yourself to a huge place. You've done so much just in that one instance. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's you don't see it all. You don't see it all. No, so true, comparing is not. It's true. You can't compare to everything.
Is there anything else you wish you would have known about in your younger years?
I don't know. You know, there's so many things that I am learning now that I didn't know before, and that's just because me as a person. 3 years ago, if you met me, I wouldn't have said a word. I would have been silent. Wouldn't have said nothing to no one. And that's like, cool. Growing up in a household where, and this is what some people seem to forget. I always have to say this, because people seem to think that money is everything. Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't.
Especially when you get to a point where you have a lot of money and you're so much of a go-getter and you have your own kids and all these things. With money, you lose time. So it's like, okay, so I grew up in a household, and like my parents are first gen, so they've already established themselves. They're working 24/7. When you live in a household, yes, okay, I might have nice things, I might be spoiled, I might be all of these things, but it's lonely. You don't have no one because your parents are at work until 8 p.m. because they're having to work 10 times harder than the white man down the road. Do you know what I mean? To put us in this nice house. It's not all about money. Sometimes you have to sacrifice the money for the family 100%. Orientation 100%. So that your kids have that feeling of love and closeness, and I feel like that is something that we do lack in this generation as it is.
I agree, because I feel like, again, I have a teenage son, and I'm very busy. I work in like a high fast-paced environment, but there's been times I've had to limit what I'm doing because I have to remember I have a young black son that I need to be aware of what he's doing, where he's going, how he's feeling, because I can't have
That's the key one. How is he feeling?
Yeah, I can't have him go and look for solace outside of the home.
Yeah.
Because what is out there, you know, could take him down a road where I'm going to be crying. So as much as have work embedded in me, I also have learned that I have to take time out for my child, you know, for my family as well. Life is short. To see people, you know, to have those gatherings for yourself, to keep the family unit together is very important, because again, in our culture, there is a lot of broken homes. Yeah. And it's because we are just trying to make it. Like, everybody's trying to make it.
So I might say people are very selfish. And when people are only focused on themselves, that's when everything starts to break down. Because in a relationship, you have to focus on the other person and allow the other person to focus on you. And that's how you're going to work through everything. As soon as you start focusing on yourself... You always have to
consider somebody else.
As soon as you only think about yourself, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I agree.
That's when you start missing things. And then they start searching for that outside.
Outside the door, up someone's skirt.
Anyway, that's another topic for another day.
Anyway, I think we covered quite a bit on that subject. So tell us, guys, what you think on the comment box below. Let us know if there's anything you wish you was told in your earlier years that you feel like would have helped you. But we should be back with another episode soon.
ASAP. So don't
make
forget,
sure to like, comment,
subscribe,
and we'll see you in the next one.
And hit the notification bell.
Yeah, and that bell thing.
Okay, see you later.